Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another pregnancy update. This week's update is going to be on weeks 27 and 28. And as I explained last time, I'm not going to go in the kind of order that I was doing before because not much changes as far as like symptoms and cravings go. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about what's been going on. And one thing that has changed as far as like cravings though is I am now craving ice. And I know that's very common in pregnancy. I craved it with Avery. I think it just really ties into that iron deficiency that I have right now. And it's hard because no matter how much ice I eat or fresh scented laundry detergent I smell, you can never really fulfill that craving, and it's always just kind of there. I was supposed to start taking iron supplements like a week or two ago, and I have yet to do that. Things have just been so crazy, and I know I say that all the time, but I'm a mom of two young ones and then one on the way, and then working as well as being a stay-at-home mom. My life is hectic, and then I'll talk a little bit about this later, but I ended up getting really sick again, and so did James, and then Josh got sick for about a day. Sorry for that noise in the background. It is my son's new remote control car that he got for Christmas, and he's being extremely rude right now because he's disobeying, and that car is going to be taken away now. No. So, anyways, get out of here now. Or do I need to start all over again?
No, I'm trying to get it out.
We're having some difficulties with him. I can get into that a little bit more later, not in this video, but I am going to be doing a doTERRA haul when my oils come in. I did order him this new oil. It's called Adaptive, and it's just supposed to help with what we've been dealing with with him. Anyways, sorry about that distraction. It's inevitable. I'm going to get distracted. And as far as baby size goes, for week 27, according to the What to Expect app, the baby was the size of cabbage, like a head of cabbage, which was about 14.5 inches and 2 pounds. And then for week 28, the baby was the size of a head of lettuce, which was 15 inches and 2.25 pounds. And some exciting news is I've hit my 3rd trimester. Thank the Lord, hallelujah, because I have felt like I've been in my 3rd trimester for a long time. The things that I've been experiencing and the size that I am is about where I was at, almost where I was at when I gave birth to Avery. And it's been just really difficult knowing that I have so far to go. But at the same time, I don't want it to be over quite yet. But it's been difficult. So because I hit my 3rd trimester, I did get I did get another ultrasound. So at the end of this video, I will put in some of those ultrasound pictures that I got. And it's just crazy the way technology has changed in like just 3 years. Because when I was pregnant with Avery and James, I had the 3D ultrasounds, and now these are like 4D or something like that. I don't even know the name of them, but the baby looked like a wax doll. It was so crazy, and just seeing the detail in the baby is just amazing. And you guys will see that in the pictures. It's so crazy. And like she even like confirmed that the baby was a girl when she was like doing measurements and stuff like that. And she did that in the 4D, I think. And like you can see every part of the baby. And it was just so weird. It looked so real, like she was like just right there on camera. And it was, well, I mean, I guess she was, but you know what I mean, like how I'm on camera right now. It was sort of like that in a way. It was just really cool. I can't wait for you guys to see those pictures. So when I got the ultrasound done, the baby was weighing in at 2 pounds 12 ounces. So that was pretty cool. James, please take this car out of here. I'm trying to do a video and you're being very, very rude. 1, 2. In the other room now. You guys get to see me have my mom moments. I also did my glucose test. I never really heard back any results from that, so I'm guessing everything came out good. My blood pressure is always like right on point. It's not too high or anything like that, so that's good. And so going back to being like really, really sick. So the weekend before Christmas, so Christmas was 2 days ago. The weekend before that, I went to a Christmas party on Friday night, and I was fine, but I guess there were a couple people there that were sick. They just didn't know it yet, or didn't have like signs of it yet, but you know that I could have even gotten it before Friday night. I don't even know. Or could have gotten it somewhere else. I don't know. But I went to a Christmas party Friday night. So Friday night, went to a Christmas party. Saturday night, I had another Christmas party to go to. And I had felt fine all day long. Me and Josh went out and did our Christmas shopping. And he was sick Friday night. But he wasn't like throwing up. He just had the other tummy stuff going on, and really achy and sleepy, and so he was just down all day with that. Came home early from work, and he was still kind of feeling it Saturday, just not as bad, but he was still recovering from it. But Saturday was the only day that we could get our Christmas shopping done, and because of how busy we've been with school and work schedules and just everything, our Christmas shopping ended up being done at the very, very, very last moments. And so Saturday we were able to go out and get some of our Christmas shopping done, and I felt fine all day. And then it was about that night, I was getting ready for my Christmas party, and I kind of felt a little nauseous. But I figured maybe I just needed to eat something. I had been on my feet all day long, and just been going, and I just wasn't feeling good, but I knew I was going to this party. We were going to eat and hang out, and I thought I'd be fine. So I got to the party, and we all sat down to eat, and I didn't eat very much because as I was progressively like eating, or I guess as I was eating, I was progressively getting sicker, and I just didn't feel well. I didn't feel like I could take another bite, and so I didn't. and we were in the middle of doing our gift exchange, and I just felt so sick. And I went to the bathroom, and I didn't throw up the first time, but I wasn't sure what was going to happen, if you know what I mean. And so I was in the bathroom for a little while, and then came out just to let everyone know that I wasn't feeling good and I was going to go home. So I sat and watched the rest of the gift exchange, because by that time there was just like 1 or 2 people left doing it, and I was waiting for my moment to say goodbye. And when I was getting ready to leave, I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom again. So I went into the bathroom and I threw up so much. It was so bad. And so obviously after that I went straight home, and that was, I want to say around 7. So around 7 I went home and I got in the bath, because sometimes getting in the bath makes me feel better. And I was just freezing. Like, I was so incredibly cold, I couldn't stop shaking. So I got into a warm bath, hoping it would just relax me, and it did not. I, while in the bathtub, was over the edge throwing up into a trash can. Like, it was so bad. So from the first time I threw up, about 6:30 until 2 a.m., I was throwing up 2 to 3 times every hour. And if anything hit my stomach, anything at all, ginger ale, Sprite, Gatorade, water, ice chips, anything, a saltine cracker, if anything hit my stomach, it was coming back up. And sorry if this is like really TMI, but if nothing was coming up, my body was making something come up. And I was throwing up so like violently and like pushing so hard. Josh thought he was gonna have to take me to the hospital, because he's like, I don't know what to do, and I'm worried that this is not good for the baby. Like, it's gonna really hurt her in some way, between how hard I was pushing or dehydration, because it was also one of those situations where I was sitting on the toilet throwing up into a trash can because it was coming out every which way, and that's the way it had to be. And it was very, very bad. I don't recall a time in my life I have ever been so sick. And so I was out for about 3 days with this flu. The next day I couldn't hardly eat anything. I wasn't I did throw up 2 more times the next day, but not like as bad as I was. And then I couldn't hardly eat anything. And then Monday night, the dinner that I ate came back up in the middle of the night. I don't think I threw it up because I was still sick. I think my stomach was so weak from being sick that what I had eaten for dinner that night did not settle at all. And so getting to the point that I'm getting to, I know I sound like the boy who cried wolf, but I ended up in the hospital again because after dealing with being sick, I thought that I somehow broke my water because of how sick I was or how hard I was pushing. And anybody that I had talked to on the phone, like doctor-wise or nurse-wise, they didn't say that that can't happen. And I don't know if it can or not from throwing up so hard or pushing so hard. I don't know if you can pop your water somehow. I know that sounds a little ridiculous, but at the same time, I feel like it makes sense in a way. When I had James, there was a girl there who, this sounds really bad, but broke her water early because she took a big bong rip and coughed so hard that her water broke. Or, I mean, that's what she said happened, but whether that is the truth or not, as far as scientifically if that can happen, I don't know. But I wasn't even peeing because I was so dehydrated, but my panty liners were soaked. And I'm like, what is going on? And I was having some really strong cramping and Braxton Hicks, and they were constant. But that could have also very well been from being dehydrated. But as far as the wet panty liners, I don't know, because it was clear. It's not like I was peeing myself. I would have known. I would go from taking a nap because I was so weak and I was sleeping, and just to like even get up for anything, I would notice that it felt a little wet down there. So I would go to the bathroom and my panty liners would be soaked. And granted, this wouldn't be like every hour, it would be like every 3 to 4 hours that I would experience this. So I thought maybe I had a slow leak. And it's possible that I still do, because that hasn't really stopped. They're not soaking as bad as they were. So, okay, maybe it's not possible because that wouldn't ever stop. But anyways, I went into the ER to get swabbed, tested, make sure it wasn't amniotic fluid. The test came out negative, and they said that the only way that that's false really is because I waited a day to come in rather than coming in right away. And sometimes if it's too saturated, it can make it false or something like that. Or she said that the other possibility is the increase in progesterone gets a lot of things flowing, and that could be it too. I don't know. But that's what happened. And good news is baby's not coming early, this early, because this is too early, way too early. But that is what I experienced last week, and that put me so far behind with Christmas, and so far behind with getting videos posted. And so if you've been waiting, I apologize, my camera stopped working on me. I mentioned to you guys before, I'm running low on storage. I really need to get an SD card. So I'm going to wrap this up really fast so it doesn't happen again. I'm also going to show you guys pictures of the update on my varicose veins. I have never swelled in any pregnancy before, and my lower legs and my ankles are very swollen. And that happens even with wearing my compression socks, because I wear my compression socks all day long. Avery, let me finish this, please. And so I'm going to show you guys an update on that. There's not much that I can really do but drink more water and try and prop my feet up more. And then some stuff coming up is we are in the process of doing a nursery transformation. Christmas and being sick and everything has put a little bit of a hold on that, but I'm hoping to get that video out to you by next month. And then I also have my baby shower planning coming up, because my baby shower is February 2nd, and so I'm gonna be showing you guys little snippets of how my baby shower goes, and obviously that's not going to be until February. And last but not least, time is just flying by. The baby is going to be here and within 2.5 months, and I feel like I have so much to do. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I also want to thank the people that have stayed with me, subscribed to my channel, and stayed with me this long. I know it's been kind of slow going. I know that my pregnancy stuff is a lot different than other people's. It's not as interesting, and I am learning. I am new to YouTube, and I feel like I've lost quite a few people if they're not getting what they want. So please, please, please tell me down below what kind of videos you're looking for, and what's going to interest you, because any subscriber means the world to me. And to see some of that, losing some of that is kind of heartbreaking, and I want to keep your guys' interest. I do this channel for me, I do it for my family, and I do it for all of you. And so please let me know what kind of content you're looking for, and I will just continue to do my updates and the Nurse for Transformation and anything I come up with in the future. I think I do want to do a small video talking a little bit about baby girl names, and just kind of some names we've had in mind, because we are very undecided on a name. So anyways, guys, I'm going to close this video before my phone shuts off on me again. But thank you for watching this. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed. So much more fun stuff is to come, and don't want to miss out on the baby being born and all that. I know that I look forward to that when I subscribe to pregnancy channels. I can't wait to see what the gender is. I can't wait to see when their baby is born, and just the fun stuff that they have coming up and stuff like that. So I hope you guys feel the same about me and my channel, and thanks again for watching. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.